What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, it would appear as though my assessment of what early 2023 could look like in the face of Marvel Studios actually casting the Fantastic Four was correct. Basically, we've gotten a brand new piece of news, update, or rumor what seems like every day, at least once a week, since the year has started. And that's what we've got today in the form of everybody's favorite anonymous 4chan leak with a huge update for the Fantastic Four, plot details for the film, certain actors playing certain characters, Silver Surfer, Doctor Doom, Ryan Gosling, Adam Driver. It's all in here. We're going to read through it in full. I'll, of course, issue the normal spoiler warning, talk about how we handle anonymous leaks like this at the channel. I'll annotate it where I can with any other industry insider reports that have maybe said the same thing or the opposite here recently. And of course, lastly, I'll weigh in on whether or not I think any of this is likely. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is literally right around the corner, just a couple of weeks away to coincide with the release of Ant-Man Quantumania. So again, all you gotta do, be a sub, leave a comment on the video, stick around to the end of the video, we'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so first up, the normal spoiler warning, as I'm sure many of you are accustomed. Remember to take everything that doesn't come directly from Marvel Studios with a grain of salt. Here at the channel, we'll give a lot more reverence to a Hollywood trade like Deadline, or even an industry insider that's willing to put their name on a report, than we will to an anonymous 4chan or Reddit post. But in the past, sometimes it's been these anonymous posts that have been 100% correct and to the T. So if you're susceptible to that kind of thing, if it's in any way going to ruin the future of the MCU for you, only you know that, now's your time to back out. Let's dive in. It starts by saying, first up, John Krasinski is not Reed Richards. I think we all knew that at this point. Thank you, 4chan. The next bullet point is Ryan Gosling is in talks to play Silver Surfer, but not for this movie. Silver Surfer was part of an earlier Fantastic Four draft, but he's since been cut, and Gosling, if he signs, will debut on a special presentation, which is huge news because it was only real recently certain industry insiders in the know said that not only would Silver Surfer be a part of this film, but that Galactus would be as well. Speaking of which, the next bullet point, Galactus is the main villain of the movie and will be played by either Dennis Quaid or Keanu Reeves, parentheses, don't know who of the two won in the end, but those were the front runners. And I gotta say, from an outsider's perspective looking in, it kind of would make sense for both of these actors because it wouldn't even be a mocap job. It would rather just be a voiceover at a local sound studio in LA after they've done the film. You have to imagine for either of them at their age, this would be an awesome prospect. Not gonna lie, a little disappointed if this is true. Kind of wanted Keanu in a live action role, but totally okay with this. Hope that there's actually some truth to this as well. The next bullet point says that Adam Driver is not in the running for Reed Richards, but actually Doctor Doom, which honestly, guys, who knows about the validity of this and who posted it, but that seems to make so much more sense, and not just because Adam Driver played Kylo Ren so well. I saw in the comments in response to this on Reddit, someone said something about him being very good at the masked rage thing, and I think he would be an excellent Doctor Doom. It was just that I never saw Adam Driver as Reed Richards. I even said that in the video. I didn't see Gosling as Reed Richards either, even due to a recent report, but Gosling as Silver Surfer as Norrin Rad in a special presentation would make a lot more sense too. I'm all for it. The next bullet point says Feige wants the Fantastic Four to have representation amongst its characters, and Reed Richards is likely going this route. The next bullet point says the Fantastic Four members are going to be in their 30s, minus Johnny, who will be played by an actor in his 20s. This would be backed up by multiple industry insiders who indicated that they wanted to cast a lot younger, and that's what primarily ruled out John Krasinski in the first place. The next bullet point says some of the names I've heard floating around for the Fantastic Four include Kyle Allen, Jeremy Allen White, Carey Mulligan, Regé-Jean Page, Elizabeth Debicki, Logan Lerman, and Diego Luna. Now, we had heard Diego Luna as well, and if you've seen the clip out there floating around, Diego Luna was asked directly about the Fantastic Four, but at least the way I read his body language when he was responding, the smiling, looking at the floor, maybe avoiding the question, didn't really seem like he was dodging it in the way of, hey, I know something about this. It seemed like he was dodging it in a way that he didn't know anything about it, and sincerely, as much as I love Diego Luna, and he was awesome in Andor, I don't see him as Reed Richards either. Now, the next bullet point is super interesting and actually says a lot about this film and Secret Wars going forward. Simon Baker plays Molecule Man, who will be introduced in the movie to have a bigger role in Secret Wars. Now, if you know anything about Secret Wars and specifically what happens at the end, I don't want to give it all away, but Molecule Man is integral to harnessing the power of the Beyonders, something we've talked about here at the channel, a possibility now that might be a Kang variant. The power of the Beyonder is not easily wieldable at all. It's the most powerful thing, or one of them, in the Marvel Universe, and Reed Richards ends up using Molecule Man as a conduit when he retains the Beyonder's power from Dr. Doom, who gets it in the first place during the 2015 Jonathan Hickman run, and Reed Richards has to have Molecule Man's help in restoring the multiverse when Secret Wars is over. Without Molecule Man as a conduit, Reed Richards would not have been able to do it. So it looks like Marvel may be looking to set up a key piece of that 2015 Secret Wars run. Molecule Man, obviously not the big bad of this film, that would be Galactus, which we're going to talk about in just a second, but it still looks like they may be setting this up, and there's hope for Dr. Doom if Adam Driver truly is in the running for that. Maybe we will ultimately get Doom in Secret Wars instead of Kang. I've said it many times at the channel, it would feel like blasphemy if they didn't have Doom in Secret Wars, but with the MCU, we've known they've done major changes to stories. They did a version of the Infinity Saga without Adam Warlock. What more do I need to say? The last bullet point says, no idea when they plan to announce the casting. No, really? As they're figuring out stuff, and a new draft was just delivered 2 weeks ago. Now, again, I sort of scratch my head and get super skeptical when details like that are said. Like, who is this person from the Marvel offices who knows exactly when a new draft was delivered? But again, sometimes these anonymous posts are the ones that are 100% correct, and it's always crazy to look back on them a year later and be like, whoa, that one had everything right. As far as Galactus, though, being the main villain in the Fantastic Four, I'm just going to come out and say this. I do not believe, no matter how many times it's said or who says it, that Galactus will be the villain in Fantastic Four. I know My Time to Shine Hello recently reported it, that other corroborating industry insiders have said the same thing, and now this anonymous 4chan post has said it as well. I just do not see Marvel Studios being able to handle Galactus in one film and being able to sort of work that into the multiverse saga. Galactus is one of those villains you could use to end an entire saga, whatever actually comes up after the multiverse saga. I think he is too big for the film. The only thing I would say about this is obviously you can't have a Silver Surfer or Norrin Radd presentation or movie without involving Galactus, because Silver Surfer isn't Silver Surfer until Galactus gives him that power. I still just don't see it, and I will be totally shocked if this one is the one that ends up becoming true. If when the Fantastic Four is revealed, Galactus is ultimately the villain. A tease in a post-credit scene? Sure. Set up during the film to be a big bad way down the line? Of course. But in any of the times that the Marvel heroes, and especially real recently, have gone up against Galactus, it has been a huge ordeal. And just for me, unless this Fantastic Four film is set in a totally different universe, which it honestly may be, because there have been no references to the Fantastic Four in the MCU, working Galactus in to this part of the multiverse saga seems like maybe just shoehorning too much into one movie and too big to do in the first film. You guys let me know all your opinions down below. If you agree with me, or if you're like, hell no, bring in Galactus ASAP, let's see that on the silver screen. I want to see Marvel Studios adapt that character. Yeah, I totally get it. It just feels like too much, but I am all ears. Y'all let me know down in the comments quickly. Let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Alright, we're still giving away a PlayStation 5. Instead of subscriber milestones now, we've switched it to coincide with the release of Marvel movies. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit the subscribe button because you need to be a subscriber, then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you liked today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, under the name AllFires. I sincerely appreciate you guys checking out the channel. Stick around to the next one. We'll be posting again real soon. Peace.